Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Stellaris, where we're apparently talking about WoW now. So that's a thing.
I mean, considering we aren't getting any crises, WoW is kind of more entertaining than just Stellaris.
I mean, you're not wrong. It's kind of stagnated here, which is why we're talking about quitting in 80 years if nothing happens.
I don't even know if we should go for 80, maybe like 2450.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. We'll see how we feel when 2450 rolls around, I guess. But currently, the way it is right now is we're gonna slowly just not even steamroll the galaxy. We're just gonna slowly grind our way through for the rest of the game unless an event spawns.
Yeah, because I could manage my planets just in 10 more years. I'm gonna have to completely redo them all over again. So it's like, well,
Yeah.
I guess I'll just build more fleets.
Indeed. But what I'm really afraid of is that the retail team is going to learn the wrong lessons from Classic. Like,
Honestly, I agree with that completely. And the way I feel about the retail experiences right now, they need to make it to where the community actually matters again.
yeah, but at the same time, they've tried to do that, and it hasn't worked. A big part of the problem,
Construction complete.
at least according to a large section of the community, is cross-realm grouping. You meet up with a group, you enter a dungeon,
The spirits
rampage
have
through it
granted
as
us
quickly
new
as you
wisdom.
can without talking to anybody ever, and then you go about your day. Nobody will ever see anyone else in that group again.
Yeah.
And there
I
is
feel like
definitely
Complete.
truth to that.
I feel like they need to reduce the amount of servers there are on retail, because even just in NA, we have like, what, 80 servers or something?
In my opinion, this is kind of counter to what I just said, so take it with a grain of salt. But in my
Okay.
opinion, what they need to do on retail is they need to do away with the concept of servers entirely. It's 2019. Everybody can go on a single quote-unquote server and be put in different shards. This is what happens already. So why have the arbitrary server walls? The only
Well-
reason that they have them is because names in World of Warcraft are unique identifiers. I'm pretty convinced that that's the only reason it exists. Guild names and player names.
See, that's when it gets a little iffy, because I like the idea of having more sharding, but I don't like the idea of getting rid of servers completely, because it helps to have a couple at the very least, because you got to think of circumstances like every single MMO almost has servers right now. At
Sure,
least, like,
but-
the very successful.
Essentially what you'd have is for each region, you'd have a PvE, PvP, RP, and RP PvP. And that'd be pretty much it. Now, I'm not sure that that's actually the right solution for retail, but I kind of feel like at this point they need to do something about the server situation. Now, on Classic, I'm absolutely opposed to this. And I
Yeah.
don't think that changing the server like that will fix the community for retail. The major problem with retail is that things are so streamlined, I think. You don't have to group with people. You don't have to worry about getting to know these people, because the dungeon that you're doing with them, you're going to be done in 10 minutes.
Yeah, because with Glenn, my druid, I got him to max level in like 10 hours of playtime just by
Our
healing
champions
dungeons
are
and
making
picking flowers
planetfall.
when I was in
May the
queue.
spirits protect
Yeah.
them.
So I kind of feel like the problem with retail's community is that it's too streamlined. And I feel the same way with the questing. I think the questing in retail is too streamlined. The classes are definitely too streamlined.
For sure. I don't think they should go with more ranks for spells like in Classic, but I feel like there should be like more spells. Actually have like to choose between what you're using sometimes instead of just, let me go ahead and cast 3 Frost Lances because I have my Icy Fingers procs or whatever.
Yeah. How did these guys get here? Are they gonna die to this station? I think they are.
Leviathan defeated.
Yeah, I saw that.
Fancy.
At the very least, they're going to be delayed by the station long enough for my fleet to get there. 140 reasons for war goal achievement. Don't mind me, I'm just casually sending my fleet through your territory.
We're allies.
I'm sure it'll be fine. So yeah, I mean, the core issue, of course, is that Retail and Classic are very different games, and what works for one won't work for the other. And that's what I'm concerned that Blizzard isn't going to really understand. Is that they're fundamentally different.
Yeah. Because, I mean, it's been 15 years since Classic released, and there have been lots and lots of changes in 15 years.
Yes, indeed there have. And some of them are indeed for the better. A lot of that's just quality of life stuff, though.
Yeah. I do think raiding has for sure gotten better, because having just normal and Classic is going to get boring pretty quick.
Yeah, I mean, that has improved for sure. And as much as I complain about basically every affix there is, I actually like M+ a lot as a system.
Oh yeah, it's a great system, and I personally enjoy the affixes.
I really wish that the affixes were designed in such a way that they are double-edged swords. My favorite example for this is Explosive. The way it sits right now is mob spawns Explosive Orb, you kill Explosive Orb, or it blows up and you take a bunch of damage. What if you don't kill the Explosive Orb, you take a bunch of damage, but so does the mob? All of a sudden, you're looking at a situation where you have to make a choice. Can we take this damage? Do we need to kill this orb? Or should we take a damage boost to get through this pull faster? And that's a lot more interesting.
Yeah, that's really good for the normal player base. But let's not forget that in retail, they pretty much balance everything around, like, mythic rating and, like, high-level keys and PvP, so...
Yeah, and that's a problem. Because that's not what the majority of the player base is.
Yeah.
I mean, League of Legends has the same issue, where it's balanced around the pro scene, but most of the players aren't pro.
Not anywhere near.
They think they're pro, but they're not.
I'm telling you, I shouldn't be in Bronze 2. I should be in, like, Diamonds.
Yep. That's how they feel.
If not, challenger.
And it's just because I keep getting awful teams.
Like, how am I supposed to play ADC with this shit support? I can't stop going 0-5 if my support doesn't stop healing me.
Right? Like, the support feeds them once at the beginning of the game, and that's why I died 30 more times.
Like, I'm just walking up to take CS and my support doesn't even help me, and then I just die.
And then the support has the gall to blame me for it.
Talking about overextending. Like, what am I supposed to know about overextending? That's only for, like, bronze players.
Yeah, bronzies overextend. Do I look like a bronzy?
Just because I am in bronze doesn't mean I'm a bronze.
Oh, League of Legends players.
They are just the saltiest.
The League of Legends players are just walking Dunning-Kruger effects, and I love it.
The sad part is how many people I've actually run into like that.
Right? Every game, there's like at least 2.
No, not every game, but I would say every other game.
It's very common.
It is.
That's for sure.
The interesting part, though, is whether you get them on your team or if they're on the enemy team.
You're not wrong. I mean, that basically decides what team wins in a lot of cases.
That low of a level, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like too many people in the lower elos try to play multiple champs and don't just one trick.
That's a big part of the problem. They need to become super good at one champion so that even if the rest of their team is feeding, they can still win.
Yeah. It's like how you're really good with Caitlyn and how I'm really good with Ahri. It's just like, well, we can always at least hold our own if we fall behind.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I just don't play that game enough to climb. It's a grind, and between WoW Classic and retail and all the stuff I'm doing on this channel, who's got time?
Yeah, no. And I just don't want to play if I don't have anyone to play with.
Yeah. Well, the good news is I am about to attack the League of Shantar.
Nice. Something interesting for your channel to view.
I mean, I've been at war with them since 2414. About 6 years. Nothing has happened in the war, though.
I'm not surprised.
They can't get up to the Confederation of Jabasa, so I secured that first, and now I'm attacking them for additional war score.
Makes sense.
Funnily enough, though, I can only get to 2 of their systems. So that's exciting. Oh wait, there's an L gate over here. I can get there. Do I want to be able to form a federation, or do I want more trade value?
Trade value for sure.
That's what I'm going for.
No question about it.
Yep.
Incoming transmission.
There's no point in us forming a federation, so...
No, there really isn't. The Just League is trying to get me to join now. Go away. Why would I want to join a federation?
Do you need energy credits?
No, I'm doing fine.
I'm about to be maxed on every fucking resource, and it's like, well, what am I supposed to spend them on? I don't need anything.
You can buy a bunch of consumer goods and send them to me.
5,000 consumer goods costs 30k resources.
Yup.
What the hell?
Now you know my pain.
Why?
Because everyone needs consumer goods, and it drives the price up. Like, realistically, consumer goods need to be nerfed.
Oh boy, governor level crap increased by 2, or synaptic nodes now also increase housing by 2.
Because you want to know something really messed up?
Hmm.
Research labs take consumer goods as maintenance. So if you want to keep up in tech, you have to spend consumer goods.
Mine just cost minerals,
Yep.
thankfully. I guess I'll just buy a whole bunch of, like, advanced resources.
Sounds good.
Because I need more of those, yeah?
Indeed. Okay, well, it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and next episode, we'll see if I can wrap up this war. Subscribe for more. We'll see you all next time.